Hello everyone, welcome back to Run the NBA, and today I wanted to talk about the signing that has happened 4 minutes ago, as of the time I am recording this, that Stanley Johnson has agreed to a deal with the Chicago Bulls. It has been reported by Shams, so we know it is happening. And now Stanley Johnson is the newest member of the Chicago Bulls. In this video, I wanted to briefly talk about what role Stanley Johnson could bring and could play for the Chicago Bulls next season, and how Stanley Johnson just fits into this team and his performance last year and how that could apply next year to the Chicago Bulls. Now, it is worth noting that Stanley Johnson is a lot younger than a lot of people think he is. He's still only 25. It just seems like he's been in the league for a long ass time because he came into the league at 19 with the Detroit Pistons, has been around forever, was a high draft pick, of course, and has never really lived up to his potential of that high draft pick, as unfortunately a lot of Detroit Pistons picks panned out in that era. But he is still a serviceable backup wing. And I say serviceable because you don't want him to be your first or your second guy off of the bench, as unfortunately the Raptors had to have him be sometimes just due to injuries and protocols last year. And he even started 13 games. But for the Chicago Bulls, he's going to be like a fourth, fifth, sixth guy off of the bench at most. And as of right now, probably slots in as their backup power forward and behind Patrick Williams. Derrick Jones Jr. and Troy Brown Jr. could slide down as well, but I think they're best suited at the 3, or Troy Brown Jr. even at the 2. And this now leads to Stanley Johnson being that guy at the 4. Now, Stanley Johnson is still not good on offense. Let's not get it twisted. He never really improved or developed that part of his game, even though last year was his best three-point shooting season of his career. He shot about 33% from deep and did have a couple of games for the Toronto Raptors where it was like, yeah, okay, your shot's decent. But then there's other games where he's just airballing things, and it's not consistent by any stretch, but he can shoot it a little bit. His handle is okay. His rebounding isn't even that great, which is unfortunate for someone that you would hope to get rebounding in defense from. But at only 6'6" at the power forward spot, he's definitely not overly long or overly tall. But I think he will slot into the power forward spot on this Bulls team because they personally don't need a small forward. And so it doesn't make sense if that's what they're bringing him in to do. So I expect he'll be a power forward just like he was with the Toronto Raptors last year. He has the strength to do it. He is 6'6", 242 pounds. He is built. He is strong. And he is a very good wing defender for that reason. You're going to get good wing defense out of him. It's not top-end elite, but it is very, very good defense. It's just below an elite tier of on-ball defense. He can definitely play very strong, aggressive defense on opposing teams' wings. And that's something that the Chicago Bulls need because their starting lineup projects to be a not great defensive unit with Nikola Vucevic there, with DeMar DeRozan there. Zach LaVine looks to be an improved defender for the upcoming year, but that still remains to be seen. Kobe White doesn't look to be a great defender, and he'll probably be playing significant minutes. So bringing in Derrick Jones Jr., who can give you some defense, bringing in now Stanley Johnson, who can give you some defense. They're bringing in good wing defenders off of the bench, which is, I think, is a good decision for the Chicago Bulls, and that's what Stanley Johnson is going to bring to this team. Point blank, period. If you're expecting anything offensively from Stanley Johnson, lower your expectations. I know he had a nice 30-plus point game for the Toronto Raptors last year. You're not getting that again in his career, most likely. Mr. Stanimal, as his nickname is he's an animal on defense. That's where the nickname comes from. At least that's what I'm going to go with. If it's not, let me know down in the comment section. But he is an animal on the defensive end. He's going to play tough, tenacious, aggressive, hard-working, hard-nosed defense. He's going to get you close to a steal a game. He's going to give you good on-ball defense. He's going to work hard and put in that effort on the defensive end. And you just kind of got to hide him on the offensive end, throw him in the corner, and he might hit a few catch-and-shoot threes for you. But ultimately, the Chicago Bulls don't have to rely on him. He's going to be a bottom-of-the-bench piece. He's going to play a little bit for them, but nothing significant, and is going to give them some good wing defense. I think that's a win-win for both sides. That being said, that is my thoughts on the signing of Stanley Johnson by the Chicago Bulls. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think and what role you think he will play for them in this upcoming season. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And if you want to hear my thoughts on anything else throughout the offseason, then be sure to click the box on the right-hand side of the screen. And if you want to hear my thoughts on the Chicago Bulls offseason as a whole, then be sure to click the box on the left. That being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.